Dr. Akram here, and in this lesson we're going to take a closer look at game objectives, which are a formal element of games. Objectives or goals give the player something to strive for. They define what players are trying to accomplish within the rules of the game. Games can be further enhanced with sub-goals that provide short-term or optional challenges for your players to take up. A number of game scholars have made attempts to categorize games by their objectives. The following lists of objective categories are by no means extensive. The objective in a capture game is to destroy something of the opponent, such as terrain, units, or both, while avoiding being captured or killed. The objective in a chase game is to catch the opponent or elude one if you are the player being chased. Chase games can be determined by the speed or physical dexterity or possibly stealth and strategy. The objective in a race game is to reach the goal before the other players. The race can be physical or conceptual. Like chase games, the races can also be determined by physical dexterity, strategy, or chance. The objective in an alignment game is to arrange your game pieces in a certain spatial configuration, or to create conceptual alignment between categories of pieces. Conceptual alignment is used in many games that require the players to make matches or sets of game pieces. The objective of a solution game is to solve a problem or puzzle before, or more accurately, than the competition. The objective in a rescue or escape game is to get the defined units to safety. This objective is often combined with other partial objectives. The objective in a construction game is to build, maintain, or manage objects. This may be within a directly competitive or indirectly competitive environment. In many instances, construction games can be thought of as a more complicated version of the alignment game. Outwit objective is found in games of wits, whereby the players must gain knowledge in a way that defeats the others. Some games of this type focus on having extra game or outside game knowledge, like a trivia game, while other outwit games focus on gaining or using in-game knowledge. The objective of the Forbidden Act game is to get the competition to break the rules by laughing, talking, letting go, or making the wrong move, or otherwise doing something that they shouldn't. Games like Jenga, Twister, or Operation are great examples of this. However, this game type isn't often found in digital games, possibly because of the difficulty in monitoring fair play. When it comes to developing game objectives, game designers need to consider the following. What are some of the game objectives that you've played? What impact do these objectives have on the tone of the game? Do certain game genres lend themselves to certain objectives? What about multiple objectives? Do objectives have to be explicit? What about player-determined objectives? All these considerations must be made while you're developing your game objectives for your game. I hope you found this lesson informative, and don't forget to check out other lessons and tutorials on the channel. So what are you waiting for? Get creative today.